Welcome to ATP Customs. Well, winter's almost here. We've already had one snow before Halloween. So I have to pull all the fuel out of these bikes. Had to rip my ZX-12 all apart just to get to the battery in the side. But have not ridden these in approximately 5 years. And I keep putting new fuel in it and then not riding them. So this year I have to do the same thing. But we're going to try out this cool little fluid evacuator by Mityvac MV7400 and see how this thing does just drawing the fuel out of it, so we can get some fresh fuel in these things and at least fire them up, because I got to run the new fuel in them. Then you can hear them because they haven't run in a good 5 years. So let's get the fuel out of them and get them ready to start up. All right, so it's working really well. The GSXR 600 is empty. Took about 2.5 fills to do it. This thing holds 7.3 liters or 1.9 gallons. So I had to fill it 2.5 times, and it's really simple to use. Just doing the ZX-12 now. You get multiple size hoses, so it's really good if you want to suck the oil out of your boat. And all it is just a little seal. Goes in that little hole. And when it's full, you pop the seal out. I like it. Wish I would have had one of those 10 years ago. I've never seen one, never bought one, never even thought about it. But really handy. Let's get the ZX-12 empty now. We have both bikes drained. And yes, it leaks all over the place at the top as you're pumping. I got about 3.5 fills to empty both bikes. I don't think my ZX-12 was full. In my opinion, well, I would definitely use one. It is definitely made offshore, overseas somewhere. You can tell that even some of these bolts they drilled were crooked. And then the last couple of times I had to prime it. It took 40 to 60 pumps to get it primed. So, I don't know, there is no fancy trick to get it primed. You just keep pumping, I guess, until it grabs it. But how else are you going to drain these? It worked awesome. And they're cheap. I imagine this is a Princess Auto special. But I'm just guessing. I have no idea where it came from, what brand it is. Mityvac. Never heard of it. Works great. I'll give it a thumbs up for a review, because I would definitely buy one. And for you motorcyclists, like Dock Station, it seems that both my brothers have bought new bikes, street bikes, dirt bikes, and a lot of people I know are buying bikes. I have a bunch of Harleys getting booked in now. So you're going to start seeing more bikes on our channel. Should be a lot more fun, because I'm a huge bike guy. Was in the motorcycle industry for 10 years. And I really miss motorcycles. So I'm just prepping these. Going to get a new battery this week for the ZX-12, because we got to stuff some fuel in them and fire them up before we put them away. And then they'll be ready for the season. Obviously I'm going to throw stabilizer in it. There you go. That's a review on that little pump. And you got to see the bikes outside. And this week I'll have them running. I know it's not a big deal. They run fine. They just haven't run in 5 years. It's a big deal to me. Okay. It's probably been over 2 weeks since I started this video. We didn't have all this when I started. Had to get a battery tender for the GSXR. And I had to get a new battery for the ZX-12. I don't know if this battery is going to hold up. After 5 years of sitting, it doesn't seem to want to hold the charge very well, but we'll give it one more go. I really want to fire this thing up today. But let's start with the monster. The one that my neighbors are going to hate, because I live in a neighborhood where they're not big fans of loud machines. A little bit of choke. So there we go. They're both running after 5 years. Turns out the battery's toast in this one too. Might not have been my battery charger. They're both toast. So I'm not going to buy a battery for this one until spring. But I'm actually on the hunt for more bikes now. I'm looking for my favorite bikes to build up my collection. So I'm on the hunt for a 2010 Hayabusa that matches this color exactly, and a 2008 ZX-14 in atomic silver, so it matches that one. And I have a whole list of bikes I'm going to be looking for hopefully by spring to build up the bike collection so we can start having a little more fun with the bikes. I really miss riding, and I really miss tinkering with them because cars are so exhausting sometimes. The bikes are actually a nice treat. And the Mityvac pump worked awesome. Thank you, Mityvac, wherever you came from. So thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe.